welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to share my June 2026 goals with all of you. This month really feels like an intentional one because it's a mix of self-care and fitness and spirituality and just an overall glow up energy. So I love making these videos not only because they help me stay accountable, but because they also give me a chance to inspire you guys to create your own monthly goals and routines. So grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's dive into what I am focusing on for June. My daily goal for June is to meditate for 10 to 15 minutes every single day. Meditation is one of those practices that seems super duper simple, but completely shifts the way that I approach my day. For me, it's about grounding myself more, clearing out the mental clutter, and creating space for better decision making. I've noticed that even a short meditation session can help me reduce stress and get even more connected to my intuition, which actually ties into a lot of the other goals that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm planning to rotate between a guided meditation, silent meditation, and maybe even some breath work to make sure that I don't get bored and completely abandon the goal. Moving on to my weekly goals. This month, I really want to pour into my skincare and my self-care. First, I'm committing to exfoliating my face 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not overdoing it. I did a lot of research to make sure to research how many times a week I should be doing it depending on my skin type and depending on time of year and just taking in all of those factors. Make sure to not overdo it, but just enough to keep my skin glowing and smooth. I'll be alternating between a gentle chemical exfoliant and a physical one depending on how my skin feels. Secondly, I want to give myself a facial massage at least once a week. I've been watching so many tutorials on YouTube and TikTok about lymphatic drainage and how giving yourself facial massages can really help with circulation, puffiness, and that natural glow. Plus, it's a relaxing ritual. It feels like giving myself a spa treatment right at home. So weekly, it's really about those little beauty and self-care habits that can add up over time. I've got a gua sha, I've got a jade roller, so just to help all those, and I might even stick them in the fridge or the freezer for a few minutes beforehand to get that really nice cooling effect. Onto my monthly goals. My monthly goals are something that I've been carrying into each month, which is making time for cleaning, self-care, and admin days. This is all about staying organized and on top of things, but also carving out space to intentionally rest and to recharge. By cleaning my environment, it helps me feel mentally clearer. By doing self-care, it keeps me grounded and in the present. My admin days are to make sure that I'm not falling behind on important tasks. It's like a monthly reset button for my brain and for my spaces. Mind, body, spirit, the whole thing. All right, so my physical goal for fitness, my fitness goal for June is a planning and learning month for me. I want to research how to begin weightlifting. Now, I know I've already talked about this and I've already done a video on how to get into weightlifting, but I want to focus specifically this month on form. I've been interested in lifting for a while and I don't just want to jump into it blindly. I want to learn the proper form, the safety tips, and even connect with people who already have experience weightlifting. And that way, when I officially start, I'll feel confident and supported. This goal isn't just to build strength, but also to build consistency and to do it in a way that feels sustainable. My food and nutrition focus this month is to research the 80-20 diet. If you haven't heard of it, the 80-20 rule basically means eating quote-unquote healthy, nutrient-dense foods 80% of the time, and then allowing yourself to enjoy treats or quote-unquote less healthy food 20% of the time. I love this approach because it feels realistic, and it's not just about restriction or perfection, but about balance. So I'll be looking into meal ideas, planning strategies, and ways to adapt it into my lifestyle. In therapy, my focus for June is to build more coping skills. Life is always throwing challenges at us, and I want to be able to be better prepared emotionally. Coping skills can look like journaling, meditation, mindfulness, and even practicing grounding exercises when I'm stressed. I think of it as adding more tools to my emotional toolbox, so when things get overwhelming, I have multiple strategies or tools to lean on. Okay. Now for my spiritual and witchy goals. June is such a magical month. First we have Litha, which falls in between June 20th and 24th. Litha is the summer solstice, a celebration of abundance, light, and inner power. I want to honor it with a ritual, maybe a candle ceremony, setting intentions for the rest of the year, and spending time in nature soaking up all of the sun's energy. We also have the Lover's Moon, which is perfect for reflecting on love, connection, and relationships. I want to use that energy to strengthen my relationship with myself first and foremost, but to also nourish the connections that I value in my life. So spiritually, this month is about celebrating love, light, and balance. Another focus for June is self-care in the form of solo dates and healing dates. Alright, so let's talk about my healing dates and solo dates. Let's open my little app that I use to pre-plan these dates. Alright, here it is. For solo dates, let's see here, June. First, I'm going to a new coffee shop. Wonderful. I'm going to sit and maybe read in a beautiful coffee shop setting. Next, go on an ice cream date. Ooh, there's so many wonderful ice cream shops in my town I want to try out. So the problem will be choosing between all of them. Next is go thrift shopping. Ooh, I chose this one back in January, but due to weather problems, I wasn't able to go out. So I'm choosing to go out now in thrift. All right, next go to happy hour. Ooh, okay. And finally, go for a hike. Ooh, okay. So those are my solo dates for June. Let's look at, where are they? Hold on. Here they are. Okay. First, write a self-care Sunday routine. Ooh. Write a forgiveness letter to yourself or someone else. All right. Make a playlist for different moods. Okay. This is an easy one. Go on a solo date. And finally, brain dump. Interesting. All right. So those are my solo dates and healing dates for the month of June. Stay tuned for that video coming later this month. Next is my glow up goals. My glow up focus for this month is to step into my dark feminine energy. This is about embracing confidence, mystery, and empowerment. For me, the dark feminine is about being unapologetically myself, setting boundaries, and stepping into my power. I want to explore this through fashion, mindset, and daily rituals to make me feel magnetic and in control of my energy. And if you want to learn more about it, I actually have a video on this channel talking about how you guys can embrace your dark feminine energy. Next is my book goal for the month of June. My book for the month of June is Your Intuition Led You Here by Alex Naranjo and Marlene Vargas. This book dives into intuition, spirituality, and how to connect to your inner guidance. It feels like the perfect month to read this book because of all of the themes that I'm working on this month, especially with meditation, the Lover's Moon, and the dark feminine journey I'm going on. I'll definitely share my thoughts with you guys once I finish the book. challenge for the month of June. And finally, I'm giving myself a little fun challenge, the Shop Your Closet Challenge. Instead of buying new clothes, I'm going to get creative with the clothes that I already own. Sometimes we forget how many amazing outfits we can put together with the pieces that we already have in our own home. This challenge is all about sustainability, saving money, and sparking creativity with fashion. I think it'll also tie beautifully into my dark feminine glow up goal, because I'll be reimagining the way that I present myself. And before we wrap this up, I want to do my TBR poll for the month. This is where I randomly pick a book to add to my reading list. I love this because it keeps my reading fresh and a little unpredictable. Sometimes I end up with something that I've been putting off forever, and sometimes it's a total surprise. So drum roll, I'll be pulling up what I have chosen for the month of June. All right, for the month of June, drum roll please. I will be reading Just for the Summer. I'll put it up here so you guys can see it. There we go. I actually got this book at a book club Christmas party last year, and I have been really excited. I was saving it specifically for the summertime to fit perfectly with the book's theming. And that is what I'll be reading for this month. I'm so excited to dive into these books and challenges and share updates with you later in the month. So those are my June 2026 goals, from meditation to skincare to weightlifting research, witchy celebrations, and a closet challenge. I feel like this month is going to be full of so much growth and transformation. If you stayed until the end of this video, please comment this emoji to let me know that you're a real one. And if you're doing any of these goals along with me, let me know so that we can stay accountable together. Don't forget to please like and subscribe. I have a goal of getting to over 100 subscribers by the end of this year, and I would love for you to be one of them. And please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a future upload. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Have a happy June.